Good evening. Welcome to Going First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to Going First Christ Gang Media News. I'm your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. Welcome to Going First Christ Gang Media News, y'all. Come on in for a brief moment. I want to discuss the LA case, you all, the PnB case, where the young brother got robbed, you all, in the Waffle House, not the Waffle House, the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, which is a similarity to a Waffle House. But anyway, the brother was robbed in this particular place, you all. But in this particular case, the daddy is the getaway driver, is still at large. Two people had been arrested. One was the son, and the other was the stepmother, and the father is still on the run, you all. So, like I said, I want to come on and go in pretty strong on this this situation and this predicament, you all, because, like I said, this is a sad case where a father had actually enticed his son to go and commit a robbery, you all. I said the man actually enticed his son to go in here, rob this man, and do whatever they was going to do with this little piece of chain, you all. And like I said, he was also the getaway driver, and his wife could have possibly been in the vehicle as well, you all. We're not sure of those allegations, but his wife has been arrested. And this man is absolutely on the run, you all. Good afternoon, brothers. Carl, Andrew, Bean, what's up, my bros? Yeah, man, going in on this PnB case. It was so many people that initially went in on this case, and it kind of touched me, you all, but most of all, this particular thing, finding out really who actually done it, you all, because like I said, initially so many people had already covered the story, I didn't think my voice would really make an impact on this actual case, you all, but in this particular situation, this is something that I've actually gone through, you all, growing up in the urban area and kind of was, grew up kind of rough, went to prison early in my life, and, tried to come out and reestablish a relationship with my child, you all. So, like I said, this is one that is very touching to me, and, and it should be touching to all the fathers out there, man, because, the first thing you want to teach your child is some ABCs or some 1 through 3s or the B's, the B's in life. You want to teach them the do's and don'ts. You want to teach them so many things, how to throw a football, a baseball. I can go on and on, how to read a book, how to cut the yard, how to properly manage a business, all the things you could, how to cook some oatmeal, how to cook you a good pot of rice, how to fry that chicken and have it come out extra crispy, but in this situation, this man decided to teach his own son a life of crime, you all. And like I said, that was one of the main things that really hurt me in this situation and made me actually want to step on. And man, like I said, this one is pretty bad, you all. But I'm gonna go ahead on and read. I got the clip that I want to read, the news article and a brief clipping, you all. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that by now everyone is aware of this case, but then we have a father who, like I said, actually enticed his child to go in here and actually rob somebody, you all. And not to say that they are robbing for something that is, that is not even worth the life value. I said it is not even worth life value, you all. I mean, a lot of people have died behind these particular diamonds and these particular fake diamonds and so forth and so on, that people, have actually made the value of these things in a manner that in which they don't even hold the value that the people have actually placed on it. In some of these places, people kick these stones around as like they rocks, or if it's a big old soccer ball. I mean, these kids wouldn't actually know if it was a diamond or not. Like I said, in this situation, all the actions of the father, man, was absolutely out of line, and it's something that, man, is very hard to sleep on. And so before I get off into this, copyright disclaimer under Title 17, USC Section 107, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit, educational, and personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use, Tips the balance in favor of fair use. You being say you don't have no kids. That's all right. You got a bunch of kids out there, man, because it's a bunch of kids that actually need you, man, and gonna need you because you're a big uncle, a big brother, a little brother. We all need each other, man. Iron sharpens iron, man. And, I need you, brothers. Let's just say you won't have no kids, but it take a village of us all to be there for these kids, man, because, and that's to go to say that all parents can't be there at the same time. All parents are not going to be there. Some kids feel more comfortable talking to other people, whether it may be an uncle, whether it may be a good neighbor like yourself, Bean and Carl, or just somebody that's down the street, Sometimes, I was at a point in time in my life where I didn't always feel comfortable talking to my dad about certain things, and would most of the time feel more comfortable talking to one of my uncles, but that's neither here or there, because, later on down the line, me and my dad was able to patch those and kind of mend these little areas where, we had lacked in our relationship. Yep, and see, that's what I'm saying. You got nephews, and man, I got nephews too, man. Yep, and they all in their teens, man, and they kind of growing up to be young men, and some of them made some good decisions, some of them made a few bad decisions, and I ain't made all the best decisions and perfect decisions in life, not only just as a man, but as a father myself. That's why one of the reasons why this particular situation has touched me so much, because I came up in the hood and in gangs, so forth and so on, and it was the first thing that I wanted my child to stay away from. I did not want him to be involved in none of this, neither one of my children, but they grow up and they want to make their own decisions. They want to be their own men, and they want to do the things on their own. They want to pretty much learn on their own, and most of these youngsters feel like, okay, I can do the same thing if I just get on a different team, or get in a different gang and do a little bit better, that I'm going to be better. But this is not the way things work out, I said it. This is absolutely not the way things work out, But like I said before, I just kind of keep tearing too long on this particular topic. I'm going to come back to that, but let me update the people who may have not being fully aware of this particular case, because the young man, I did have a chance to listen to a few of his songs, and he is very talented. He kind of stands in the lane to himself, where he can kind of rap and sing at the same time, kind of like a better version of a T-Pain, He was real versatile with his skills, can't change his flow, from fast to slow, from acapella. The man had bars. You know, like I say, he was very talented and very young, you all. And not only that, he also had a family in which he was trying to raise, you all. He had a young child of his own, and like I said, he was doing the best he could with the little family he had, you all. And like I said, he didn't make all the right decisions and the right moves, but you know, he was out there living his dream, living his path, living his life calling. In the areas that God had mostly strengthened him, you all. But like I said, the young man was out of Philly. He got caught up in LA with some haters, you all. I said it's some haters, because absolutely these kind of dudes will wait all day. And I do mean all day, just to try to hit some kind of lick. What they feel like is an actual lick, is a robbery, where something that's gonna be coming and going, and they gonna do 5 to 99 years behind some silly stuff that's not even for them, you all. And then what's so crazy about these particular situations is that after they beat and robbed these people, shout out to Duke the Jeweler, man, out of Chicago, man, who was killed in our city, you all. And like I said, behind the same little piece of junk, some chains, some jewelry, some stuff that's not more valuable than the lives of people. We don't know if all these jewelry was actually real or not, because some of these people just wear these particular chains. But I was more really upset about this, because some out-of-towners, we got some dudes way from out of town come down here, invite people down here to our city, H-Town, and then they want to rob these people as though all the people in Houston bad, or we just all jackers and robbers down here. And I really hate that kind of happened in our city, in our atmosphere, you all. Because like I said, man, them spirits travel, and we don't need no more of them type of spirits nowhere around us. Like I said, man, this case here is real crazy, you all, because they robbing people. After they get the chain, they actually shooting these people. Instead of, you try to go and sting a dude in the leg or the foot or the knee or the elbow or the pinky toe or something, they bodying dudes, man, behind something that they can't even get rid of on the street. If they run across $100,000 chain, then what y'all think y'all gonna sell this for on the street? Till you be lucky to get $10,000 or $20,000. And then if he got big PnB all over his chain, where you gonna wear that at? You can't even bring that outside. Then you gotta find a jury dude. You gotta try to break all the diamonds out. Try to find you a jury man who gonna take all this crushed up diamonds. You done lost some of them because you trying to bang it and get all the pieces out. I mean, this is absolutely foolish, you all. And then what you gonna do? Melt down the gold? I mean, it's just absolutely crazy to be killing somebody behind something as worthless as a chain. Then you gotta hide the chain. We don't know if they buried the man's jewelry or not, but we know a jewelry store ain't gonna take it. The pawn shop ain't gonna take it. You're gonna go to jail. What's the purpose of robbing somebody for their own property? I mean, for their chain, for a chain that was customized for them. I mean, what I'm gonna look like when somebody chain have Snoop Doggy Dogg all on my chain? Like as though I'm the double OG or something. I done wrote the Dog Pound and was gone with Dre and Cronny and them. I mean, that's absolutely insane for me for anybody to think they don't walk around with another main chain like this, man. Maybach truck in the hood, you got it. Smarter than that. Yeah, and that's another thing. They want to wear all that stuff in the hood. Like you say, they want to have a Maybach, and they still in the projects and this and that and riding around without, like I say, all this stuff, man. It don't even have no value. Instead of going buy some land, they going to buy all this jewelry. Maybe some of these things will get them off of this and put them kind of in a better mindset, you all. I mean, you can't tell people what to actually wear, man. But like I said, this is insane, especially when you got so many people living and starving on the streets. And then you want to hang this around your neck like some kind of fool. Like I say, man, it's just, it ain't what you do, it's the that you do everything in moderation. You can overeat. That's gluttony. That's a sin. You can go to bed full with your stomach full, your neighbor's stomach empty. That's a sin. Anything that you overindulge in, but then it becomes a sin, you all. But like I said, let me get back into these idiots. It said minors a minor amongst the two that was arrested. One was a minor, you all. So they never did really show the pictures of the young man. I think I saw it on somebody else's page. They kind of had him screened out or something. But actually, he's a juvenile, you all. And so, like I said, they didn't really say his name. Yep, exactly, Jubin, exactly. It said police made 2 arrests Tuesday in the connection with the September 12th slaying of rapper PnB Rock, and still searching for a third suspect Wednesday morning, you all. So this all went into play yesterday. They arrested the people. They put out the APB and everything out for this man today. They are going to be doing something else tomorrow, probably upgrading all his charges and stuff, and putting some different kind of alert out, I'm sure. If a male under the age of 18 was arrested in Lawndale and suspicious of the murder of Chantel Trone, you all. 32 was arrested of suspicion of accessory to murder in the Gardena and Los Angeles Police Department said in the news release. It said both were taken into custody on Tuesday. It said police are also searching for Freddie Trone, who authorities identified as the third suspect in the PnB Rock killing. It said no further details were released by the police. However, TMZ reported that the minor was the alleged shooter and Freddie Trone was the teen's father who drove the getaway car. Like I said, man, this is crazy. For you to actually be your son's fall partner, for you to be your son's co-defendant. Man, that's just absolutely crazy. It said PnB Rock, whose real name is Rakim Allen, was dining in his girlfriend at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles restaurant in 100 block of West Manchester Avenue, September 12th. When police said a gunman approached them demanding personal items. It said the gunman then shot Allen and removed some of his property before running out the restaurant and fleeing in a vehicle, you all. It said police initially believed a social media post had tipped the gunman to the rapper's location. It said police said Freddie Trone should be considered armed and dangerous, and anyone who sees him should call 911. It said the case against the suspect is expected to be presented to the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office no later than Thursday, police said. So, like I said, they're going to upgrade some of his charges, the charges they suspect him with. They're going to go all the way with it. And then, like I said, another thing, why would you leave your son? Your son, you done got him in this trouble, and it's obvious you done got your wife in this trouble. Because he running everything, y'all. I'm pretty sure his son probably got a little wit about him, but his wife is probably petrified. He's looking like he's been doing a little gorilla pimping, but here we go. We got a man who, like I said, man, out of all the things you can do, man, the most hurting thing for anybody in the world, man, is for your son to come ask you, to do something wrong. Man, teach me how to, do something you ain't got no business doing. Although you may teach him so this might have something for him to carry himself on with, it's absolutely hurting, man, to feel that, like I said, you would want your child to ask you how to throw a football, to play football with him, to play a couple of video games with him or something, besides you finna go teach your son how to mastermind the dope game before you teach your son how to mastermind being a jacker I'm gonna teach you how to be the best jack in the world. Because you done blowed your life away. You're gonna, damage the life of your child. This should be the last thing you want to do. You should absolutely want him out of the streets. I said you should absolutely want him out of the streets. Give him something. Think about his strengths. Things that he can do well. Encourage him to do different things, other things, some things that mean positive. Encourage him to start him a business, to do something productive with himself and his time besides hitting some kind of lick, you all. Like I said, man, this is crazy. It said anyone with information on the whereabouts can call the detectives at 323-786-5146. Again, that's 323-786-5146. I'm sure they got a tip for you. It's coming, being that it's coming out of LA on this PnB case. I don't know how much they paying for this little tip, what they doing on the little tip situation, man, because I ain't plugged in like that. But like I said, I do have this information, and I do hope they catch the brother. Yep, I said I do hope they catch him. Like I said, man, this is absolutely stupid to shoot a man over a chain, a watch, an earring, all this type of foolish stuff, man. And that's to go to show you the things I talk about every day, the value of life, man. These kids growing up, how can you be misled to shoot somebody, to kill him? I feel to kill you over a chain that you got. And I ought to be to get the chain the same way you got it, or get close to it, or get me a herringbone or something, a key sweat, get me a little, a little something. I go to Walmart and get me a little something. It ain't got to be nothing like yours, but it'll be good enough for me, and good enough for anybody that care about me, because like I said, man, these pieces of jewelry don't make the people make the jewelry. You make the jewelry look good, but these dudes get these little pieces of jewelry and they think that's the only thing that make them, and they think that's the only thing they have to offer, when they have to offer so much more, like I said, man, they have so much more to offer than just this little silly stuff, that they're holding on to, you all, which is all so crazy. What you say, Jubin? Man, yeah, man, very wild. And that's what I put on. I put a little monster on this little sticker, too. Because, man, you gotta be a monster, like I say, to teach your child to do something like this, man. It's just not right.
Including a minor, have been arrested.
All the things you want to teach them. You may have a child someday,
LAPD is looking
for just getting you ready.
Suspect tied to the shooting. Now, take a look at this. This is the man police are looking for. His name is Freddie Lee Trone. And if you look and recognize this man, you are asked to call authorities. Freddie Lee Trone is considered armed and dangerous. Again, if you see him, call police. And this all stems from the murder back on
we ain't got to worry about him getting no haircut because his little hair already gone.
Keem Allen was eating lunch at Roscoe's, and he was with his girlfriend there. And a suspect then entered the restaurant. The rapper was shot and killed and robbed of his jewelry. The only information we can share about that is the minor, that he is from Lawndale. The second person arrested is 32-year-old Chantel Trone. She has been booked on accessory to murder charges. We cannot confirm their exact relation, but we do know Freddie Trone is related to the suspects that were arrested.
And then, what you doing messing with them youngsters anyway, man? Like I said, you out there, man, them youngsters out there, they got a little jewelry, they got them some little cars, man, let them people have this stuff, man. You got to be a jealous demon, man. And like you say, you being an absolute monster to go bother somebody about their property. Then you mad at them, you hate them because they got a necklace. Man, this is absolutely crazy, man, and the shame, man, for anybody that had that type of spirit, man. I didn't want to hold you brothers too long. Y'all had a good day? Oh, well, y'all had a good day. Oh, bros. I got one else, man, I want to talk about that little girl, man, that got killed out of California, man. Want to probably go in on her. Already, man. That's good. I had a pretty good day too, a much better day. You ever had to get back on it? Yeah, with help with the wifey with the stuff, with the real estate stuff. So that's kind of been my goal in the day, man. Kind of get things done, help her see what she need done and things of that nature before I can get back to me. Yep. Yeah, man, I might have a few minutes to come back on. It's still early. I might come back on. If not, I'll catch y'all tomorrow because I really switched this one out. I'm glad y'all had a good day. Glad y'all was able to make it. What's a good time for y'all around this time? It's a good time. Huh? Y'all done dipped out. Right, man? Yeah. I think so too. Already. Yep. Already. Just be cool around this time. Between 8 and 10 or something, huh? Everybody be a little more settled. Anyway, man, one love, bros. See y'all soon. Go out for his Christ game. Peace.